When I see someone wearing a Fawn Design bag, at the grocery store, I have to hold back from going up to them and giving them a hug and saying, thank you so much. Like, this is, my family right here. This is who you're supporting. I want every single interaction with Fawn Design to be a reflection of Jenny. I've been sewing since I was 5 years old. That's when I got my first sewing machine, and I always knew I wanted to do something with my sewing and designing. So when I got this idea to do the diaper bag, it was kind of like, felt like that kind of aha moment, like this is what I'm supposed to do. When I made that first prototype, I was so proud. I haven't thought about this ever. I remember sitting and just knowing what to do, and it was like, but I've never made a bag like this before. How do I know how to do that? The first bag I made, I actually sold to my friend Ashley, who kind of gave me the idea. It was really cool watching her come home from the hospital and seeing the pictures of her with her Fawn Design bag, and her newborn son. I posted a picture about it on my personal Instagram. The response was crazy. I had tons of friends and family who were like, I want one of those bags. We were living in a 1-bedroom apartment. Didn't have a ton of money, so we were just kind of hoping that maybe this little hobby would help pay some extra bills. I'd go to work till, 5 or 6 at night, come home and, sew till 2 or 3 in the morning.
It was nuts. We would get home from work. I would get home from school. Our apartment was just filled with sewing stuff.
I just kind of started making bag after bag. They would sell out super, super fast.
The exciting part was seeing how many people really did like the product, and then seeing Jenny also. I feel like Fawn Design kind of brought out like some extra motivation in her.
We decided to start getting our bags manufactured, and we looked into the cost. So that was kind of discouraging because we're like, we have this great idea and we just don't have the money to get it going. We were like, maybe we should look into crowdfunding, and we heard about Kickstarter. And our goal was to raise $25,000. We actually ended up raising $42,000 in that 15 days. It was such an important time for Cole and I, because not only did we know, great, we have this money to manufacture, but we also have proven that people actually want our bags. What's funny is then I kind of remember thinking, okay, all our problems are solved. Little did I know we were just getting started. We had no idea that this little idea in a tiny apartment would lead to hundreds of orders. I was really worried about, going from being handmade to mass producing, because I didn't want to lose that connection with our supporters. That was so important. But we knew, like, if we were going to grow, we had to do that. From day one, Cole and I have made sure that it's done a certain way, that the expectations are a certain way. You're still getting the same, product in the same way that if I packed it myself. Even though we've grown so much, my desire for the people who support us and feeling that confidence is still the same. And those experiences, I want them to be the same as they were when I was sewing the bags. A big goal of mine with my brand is to really embrace every stage of motherhood. If you look at our Instagram, you'll see that we 99% of the time are reposting customer photos. We're not actually using our own. And I feel like that's how I'm showing my connection with that person of, I saw that you took your kids to the zoo and you had your bag and you were able to, chase them around, or your first doctor's appointment with your newborn. I felt like I was there telling you, good job, like you're doing such a great job. I know it's hard. I want them to have the confidence to take on whatever motherhood throws at them.